Hello, learners! I am your teacher, Sarah, and now we learn about the classification of matter. Matter, as we all know, is anything that has mass and occupies space. It can exist in the different phases such as solid, liquid, and gas. Matter is divided into two categories. It occurs in nature as pure substance and mixture. A pure substance is a matter that has a fixed chemical composition and distinct properties. But when two or more substances are mixed together, the result is called mixture. Example: air, as we all know, is composed of nitrogen, oxygen, water vapor, and other gases. Then, we can say that air is an example of mixture. But, this composition, which are they nitrogen, oxygen, water vapor, are examples of pure substances. Also, pure substance can be divided into two categories. A substance that cannot be broken down into chemically simpler components are called element. Let me example the aluminum. It used in soda can. And gold, which is used in jewelries, are examples of element. In other hand, the substance composed of two or more elements are called compound. Example: a water, it composes of elements, hydrogen and oxygen. And sugar, which composed of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Now, the other one, mixture, is also divided into two categories. These are homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture is one of which the composition of its constituent is uniformly mixed throughout. A homogeneous mixture may also be called a solution, in which one substance's solute dissolve completely in another substance. The solvent usually is a liquid. However, the solvent can be solid, liquid, or gas. Other examples of homogeneous mixture include sugar water and gasoline, which is mixture of dozens of compounds. Meanwhile, a heterogeneous mixture, a non-uniform mixture in which the components separate and the composition varies. Unlike the homogeneous mixture, heterogeneous mixture can be separated to physical process. An example of physical process used is filtration, which can easily separate the sand from the water and the sand-water mixture by using a filter paper. Some more examples of heterogeneous mixture including salad dressing, rocks, and oil and water mixture. Heterogeneous mixture involving at least one fluid and separate if they are left standing long enough are also called suspension mixture. Consider the idea of mixing oil and water together. Regardless the amount time shaking the two together, eventually all the water mixture will separate with the oil rising to the top of the mixture due to its lower density. Mixture that fall between a solution and a heterogeneous mixture are called colloids or colloidal. A mixture is considered colloidal if it typically does not spontaneously separate or settle out as time passes and cannot be completely separated by filtering through a typical filter paper. Colloidal are also recognized by shining a beam of light. Just like you use a flashlight mix the fog, the beam of light will be partially scattered by the suspended nanometer-sized particles. Can be observed by the viewer. This is known the Tyndall effect. In the case of the Tyndall effect, some of the light is scattered. The wavelength of the light in the visible range about 400 nanometer to 700 nanometer are encountering suspended colloidal-sized particles of about the same size. In contrast, the beam of light was passed through the solution, the observing standing the right angles to the direction of the beam which seen to the direction of the reflected from either solute or the solvent formula units that make up the solution. Because the particles of solute and solvent are much smaller than the wavelength of the visible light being directed through solution. Trivia. Did you know that the air we breathe is actually a mixture of gases? Take a look at this pie chart. The air is composed of 78% nitrogen and 20% oxygen and 1% water vapor, 0.97% in earth gases commonly argon, and 0.03% carbon dioxide. That is all for now. I hope you have learned something today. Once again, I am your teacher, Sarah. God bless and keep safe. Bye!